Hey everyone, it's Types, and Pokemon DG Live just added a brand new format, and I am super excited for it. And it is the build and battle format, which is its own tab up here. It's not under casual, and this is exciting. It's the first new format since the trainer trials, which the trainer trials have been fine, I would say. Definitely some potential, though not quite living up to what it maybe could have been. But build and battle is really interesting, and this format is, well, let's see if it describes it here. Okay, well, I haven't played it yet, but it doesn't really describe it here, so I'll describe it. You get a 40 card deck plus 4 packs. You can add any cards from the packs to your deck there to change it there. And yeah, that's going to allow you to play a deck that's they're the same as the Prerelease kits as well, if you're familiar with those slash build and battle kits. That is the same name. A Prerelease kit is just what people call them, but build and battle kits are the official names there. Keep in mind, I believe, someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on this. I think we actually haven't heard anything about it, but these are going to be releasing alongside the set as opposed to before the set, which pre-releases in stores and stuff are before the set. That's why they're called pre-releases. But anyways, it is essentially the pre-release format where you get a deck here, and you need to pay this special build and battle event ticket thing. It can be earned through playing, which we'll get to, as well as special login bonuses during the campaigns, which I'm not exactly sure about. I guess, we got some, I believe 10 is how many you got, then exchange in the shop. I'll quickly show you that, though. There was some stuff to look out for. There was this gets you 5. I bought it. As far as I'm aware, I guess you should buy it. I don't know. And then there is this as well here, where you can spend 600, what are these things called? Trainer points to then get a build and battle token refresh or whatever. So you can, do that. You can do it up to 99 times. So theoretically, you will run out after some point, and then you will play 5 games. I'm just gonna hop right in here. Requires one of these tickets here. And let's see if it shows it here, or if we just hop right into opening. I don't know how this works. As I said, it looks like we hop into opening it. However, if you win 3 out of your 5, at least 3 out of your 5 games, then you're going to be able to get another ticket and keep playing it there. You also get the cards here. And we get the Crobat one. This is pretty cool. I'm going to inspect the deck. I know what's in this deck, I suppose. Oh, there's some little info. I believe this info is also on those cards you get in pre-release. I don't really look at them, to be honest, but yeah, this is cool. I guess I'll talk about the deck here as well real quick before we kind of hop into things. But you got Crobat here. It's in the active. You can search your, you can use this ability to search your deck for any card, put it on top, giving you some nice consistency here, I suppose. And then for 1 Darkness Energy, you do 80 Confusion and Poison there. Then Quillfish, if it's hit into, then it poisons your opponent's active. And Venoshock here does 80 for 1 Darkness there. So it is 30, but it's 80 if they're poisoned. So pretty nice there. You got some other stuff, but not going to dive into it too much here. Then I will move to opening the packs. I'll just open all these and see if I get something good for the deck. Let's see. Oh, what is this order? Okay. We see Skuntank, that probably isn't going to be good. There is Emma, which is playable. I don't know if I'm going to add any of these cards in here. We actually didn't pull any. No, we pulled some Darkness Pokemon, but not any we can actually play. And okay, here's how we edit the deck. So we see the cards we can add, and apparently we can validate it. Okay, and then we can export it. Obviously, you don't have access to your whole collection. You just have the cards from this event. Oh yeah, including the ones that were in it here, and you can have as much basic energy as you want as well. Looking at the trainers, and there are the copies of Emma. Emma's pretty bad. I'm just gonna kind of walk you through this here. Yeah, just not a good card, quite simply. So normally I'd put in trainers that set you up, but it's pretty bad. Diversity policy is also, it's very niche, so probably won't play that one. And look at the Pokemon, nothing I really want here either. So yeah, I suppose we're just gonna hop into it. I'm looking if there's any other type I could put in. That's not usually good anyways. There is the opportunity of theoretically putting in water. We pulled a 1/1 Golisopod, 2/2 Octillery, as well as this was a Keldeo. We could theoretically chuck those in and then play water, but that's not really. So I'll just play this list here. But you can look at the reward note. Okay. Anyways, you get rewards. Not sure how to see that. You can also forfeit. So yeah, I guess we got to play all 5 here, I believe. But let's just hop right in here. Obviously, a bit of a long intro. But yeah, I wanted to explain the format. But comment down below if you have any other questions about the format. And yeah, we're gonna play against people obviously with decks of the same caliber as well. Other pre-release decks. And there's some other stuff I made a video about in the past. But comment down below if there's other questions you have, of course. And make sure you like and subscribe as well while you're at it. But we do play 5 games here. The rewards are based on how many wins and losses we get as well. Usually go first, generally going first, it's going to be better. All the decks here are stage 2 decks. As I said, I made a video kind of going over the pre-release kits for Chaos Rising. And again, these are the same as the pre-release kits for Chaos Rising. Oh, I believe you can also redeem code cards from pre-releases for these tokens. So, yeah, that's a thing. Also, we got a hand. It's not great, I guess, but it's not terrible. And we'll see what we're up against is what my opponent sees, but let's be honest, it doesn't matter too much. They bench another Pokemon. Okay, it looks like they are playing the Gudra one. We get a Golbat, I'll attach active, and just pass here. Hopefully I don't get donked. I mean, I shouldn't get donked, but you never know, I guess. I think it's possible that I get donked. Wait, it's definitely possible. If they do Emma, turn 1, and just, okay. Well, I was gonna say if they get Meowstic, the deck does run, or sorry, not Esper, not Meowstic. The deck does run Meowstic and Esper. I would not have gone, uh-oh, for all those Goomies there. That definitely feels a little bold. Maybe they're not running the Meowstic though. They do attach to Deoxys, and they are gonna play Lily's Determination. Might something like Lily's Determination. Oh, these are 4 prize games as well. 40 card decks, 4 prize games. Really happy they didn't attack me there. That would have been kind of rough. So all Urbane, just 3. And we get these cards, which is fine. I could will fish. We do a free retreat, which is cool. I will just, I guess, chuck all these down. That feels okay. Some of the Deoxys next turn could be interesting. They also can stop us from retreating, but that's kind of weird. I feel like that's not gonna matter. I think having Crowbar in the active is good just to have, Crowbar in the active, which is allows us to use the ability. And in terms of energies, we don't really have an issue here. So I'll attach to the, I guess, Quillfish. I don't know. Then we do 30 and then a wall basics, which is kind of good here. If they knock us out somehow, that would be pretty bad. We do wall basics as well, so if they swing with the Deoxys, they won't do damage to us, which is partially why I attacked there. Keep in mind the Golbat does, wall that. There's theoretically a Deoxys that walls plug onto the ability, so you got to be a little careful from that, or with that, and then you can use the Golbat. Someone commented that's like, yeah, that's really good there. They are going to. The attached active. They can't attack this turn. Here is the Sliggoo. It's 2 energy. All the cards in the line are 2 energy there. They're in a bit of an awkward spot with their energies, but they're not in a terrible spot. The Bergmite. Okay, so there's an Avalugg in this set. The Avalugg is really funny, theoretically really strong. Oh wow, but they're just like not where they need to be. So that's us. We get Surfer. With Surfer, I will put on top of the deck. Or sorry, no, with Crobat, I will put on top of the deck, and I could draw this card with Surfer if I wanted to, but I don't think I will. I could try to cheat another Crobat with Grimsley's, which honestly seems kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. So I think I will do that. Then I have just double Crobat, which feels kind of fine. Honestly, once you have a Crobat set up, it doesn't matter too much what you do. I always play Pokepad. That would have been bad. But now I will go ahead and just do 80, take the knockout here, and they're not really threatening very much. This deck does 80 Confusion and Poison. I suppose if you don't know, which you presumably do, Confusion is they have to flip a coin to attack, which is really annoying for this, and pretty good. Obviously, it's in standard someone like Nori, and then Poison is 10 between turns. Getting the knockout between turns isn't really going to matter here, but it is something worth mentioning. And I'm just trying to think of other things we're looking to do here. This Deoxys, by the way, pretty basic card. It's got Free Retreat. Can help him set up some. Draws you have 5. It does 30. We see the Avalugg here. This Avalugg is a wacky card. You discard the top 6 cards of your deck, do 60 for each basic Water Energies card in this way. I don't think they have a lot of Water Energies. I'm not going to lie. So it's probably just going to deck them out. I'm not going to lie. That's what I think would happen here, which is funny, but not necessarily good for them. Oh, yeah, we hit the Deoxys for weakness too, which does matter. Anyways, I will cheat this Crobat into play. I'll use Crobat, then I'll use Grimsley's. Oh, we hit a Zubat as well. Pop that straight into the bench there. Grimsley's grabs a Darkness Pokemon for the top 7, pops it straight into play. Kind of cool there. I can't be used turn 1 though. Then attach here. I want to use another ability, but it's fine. I could get another Crobat down as well to thin. I honestly don't think it really matters, like any of these plays. I think our position is fine, and I think other plays who make won't really improve our position. We can't get really any utility supporter. Deck doesn't play like any outside of, I guess, Surfer. Oh, and I guess Grimsleys as well, which is kind of utility supporter. They set up the Avalugg here. Um, Probably not the right play. I'm not gonna lie. This seems kind of stuck. I mean, they do have two switch cards, but you don't want to like burn your own switch cards, like force yourself to use them. So, um, it has 4 retreat, right? It has 4 retreat, which is kind of bad. And then they also mill 6 cards every time they attack. Milling cards is generally not like you probably shouldn't deck out in pre-release, but it can happen. And my guess is it will happen. They hit 1 energy, they don't even get the knockout there, and then I'll attack them. And then okay, never mind. They quit. Yeah, Avalugg is funny. So someone's like, yeah, you should just play. If you pull Avalugg, just play Avalugg, and then a bunch of water energies. I think that's bad. I think it doesn't work. Someone said they played it and like won their pre-release, or they knew someone who played it and won their pre-release. I don't think that's gonna work. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, we get the win. Okay. Oh, here are the prizes here. So I guess it'll say at the end. What are these drop rates? Oh, they're opening another tab. You can't even see that. Oh, that's just the drop rates for the set. Okay. Um. Anyways, yeah, you get more for the wins, for accumulating wins, and also accumulating losses, I believe. So there's a point at which it might be better to lose than to win if you're like losing out, but generally it's obviously better to win. And you ideally want to get to 3 wins, and then you can get another token slash ticket thing to re-enter. But overall, you saw the deck do what it wants to do. Honestly, the decks usually aren't like super interesting, but hopefully we play against honestly all 3 that we don't have. That'd be kind of cool. And this is definitely a pretty decent one as well. I'll choose to go first. Again, you want to go first because all the decks are evolution next. That's kind of the idea there. You know, you could debate about like setting up and stuff like that as well. Here, I'll start the Quillfish. I think is going to be the best play. Also, generally, you probably don't want to bench multiple Pokemon at the start of the game. You're not getting punished for it too much, but it's probably not ideal. We are against this is, by the way, the Goodra deck again. So, yeah, I'll drop this down. I'll attach active, and I'll pass here. I could play Punk Helmet as well, which I shouldn't do. So I'll just pass here. Overall, this hand is good, I suppose. It's not like crazy good, but it's certainly good enough where we can get the we can get the turn 3 Crobat. And they scoop. Okay. Apparently their hand is really bad. I mean, the situation isn't super good where they have these Dark to Sleep Pokemon. I was expecting the game to go, yeah, okay, I didn't realize, or I kind of realized, but we one-shot them even if they don't hit us. I don't know what to say about that game, to be honest, but we won. We can look at the rewards here. Oh, I'm in the game and looking at the rewards. Well, because I clicked and then I clicked again. As the rewards do go up there. Not really sure what happened there, but again, we play 5 games, and again, you pay to get the cards and play the 5 games. You could just forfeit if you want. You could like get the stuff, then wait. It doesn't really make that much sense because also I won the coin flip again, which is good for me, but it doesn't really make sense to like enter and then forfeit unless you like really want the pre-release promo. Someone tell me in the comment section. I'm actually not sure on this one. Can you get the pre-release promos by crafting them? I guess you can't, can you? I'm not sure though. I don't really craft other arts or cards ever. I just always play with the base art, so I don't know. But that is like a thing you can do, and they can just like open until you get like all the stuff in the kits you want. Now we're against the Ampharos deck. Uncommon Fossil played this earlier today. He was playing. I was like talking to him. He said this kit was like hot trash. So I mean, I think it's okay. I think it's really cool as well because I love like hand size stuff. You know me, like I've been talking about it so much recently. Pokemon's been making so much of this recently, but yeah, I mean, I like it. Also, maybe I shouldn't have attached there. I think it's probably fine. Also, there is special red card, which is essentially in some of these decks, and a disruptive card, so you want to watch out for that. Also, they play Judge, yeah, so should have definitely attached there, which I did. Not that our attack's actually that good here. Oh, and they are going to judge us, which is probably fine. I mean, our hand was certainly okay. But yeah, okay, we got another draw supporter. I mean, this hand's not super good. It's probably a little worse than the one we just had there, but wait, actually, do we have a Pokepad in there as well? No, we didn't. So, okay, we got a Golbat. It's pretty good. I think all Iris's Fighting Spirit away a Darkness energy. Here we have, as I said, a good chunk of energies. I could play the Zubat as well. They are a hand size based deck, so in some ways, just holding on to as many cards in hand as I can is going to be good. They do one for you, still knock out the. Actually, sorry, never mind. It is a hand size based deck, but they one shot us regardless, so it doesn't matter like at all. It doesn't matter. So I will attach in case I get like hand disrupted. I'll attach here, and I'll just hold the rest of the stuff. I guess. I mean, I could probably play the Quillfish, to be honest. I know there's some counterplay to this Quillfish using Emolga or something in this, I guess. I don't think it's actually that scary or really meaningful, but yeah, we'll just swing for 30. Not super interesting there. Should be fine enough as we, kind of get ourselves set up a little bit here. They get a Flaffy. They could play that active. Looks like they are going to. Oh, we could have played Pokeball. I forgot we're getting item locked. I forgot this thing actually can matter. Man, clearly it is mattering here a little bit. They're gonna do 40 on item lock us, which means we can't play the Pokepad for the for. Also, they got like so many Pokemon off of that, which is kind of funny. But anyways, we're not gonna be able to get the Crobat, which I forgot. Because as I said, I forgot that this Flaffy item locks. I have played in the pre-release some and talked to other people who played in it. I'm not like some crazy pre-release expert, though I do make videos on pre-releases. I'm relatively familiar. They passed. And we top like the Crobat. Okay, so like nothing mattered there. They passed so that they don't take the damage. Or they get poisoned, which is like fair. I guess yeah, they just would got knocked out by my active attack anyways. Anyways, they're like super cooked now, so we probably just win. I'm not gonna lie. I will Surfer into the Crobat. We get to draw 4 cards and search for any card, which is very good. I'll grab probably a Crobat. Let's be honest. That seems good. I could get Rugged Helmet as well to get some more damage in play. I'll take Crobat. I feel like is all right. Attached to Golbat here. And I'll just Poison Sound Wave. We take the knockout. They don't have any energies in play, which is the big thing. So they can't really attack here. They can attack with Emolga if they want to, which actually swings for a 60. It does 30 shot us, which is not like super good, but it's okay. Also, I will mention with this the deck they're running, there's an Emolga obviously here that it does a hit and run attack, and then there's Quillfish, which does it has an ability if it's in the active, then it poison. So you could work with those cards together, like do some weird hit and run package there. I don't think it's super good, but it is an option there. So I figure that's worth mentioning. I guess it's a funny thing. Expect to see it, but you never know. And then I got their Ampharos down. They did attach the Emolga though, so they still don't have the energies. They could Minor Arrow running. They're gonna Sky Return. Okay. Not that that's like the worst play ever. It's not great. I'm not gonna lie. Like now, I'm just gonna hit into the Ampharos. That feels kind of rough for them. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a supporter here as well. I believe their kit plays 2 Judge. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's right. So I'll grab Urbane here. Honestly, probably okay. Could go for Grimsleys as well. Also, I missequenced. I should have gotten the Crobat. I think I should still probably get the Crobat, to be honest. That's safer. I'll draw the Urbane off of the I'm blanking on the name of right now. I'll draw the Urbane off of the special right card if they play that. So it's I'll Punk Helmet active as well, I guess. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't really matter here, to be honest. A lot of these plays don't matter for like a ton, but I'll make it. It's probably fine. Also, with Crobat and Olga. Oh no, I mean not with Crobat, with Punk Helmet. Okay, they're gonna switch into Emolga. They don't take the damage until after they don't like they won't like if they knock themselves out when they hit into me they won't they won't get knocked out. They will go back to their hand first. Anyways, they don't get the knockout again. They can like rotate between these Emolgas, I guess, but like not really because they're gonna get knocked out as they do it. So up the Ampharos again. They're gonna run out of switch pretty soon as well. So I should be chilling here. I will get I'm gonna Urbane first, I guess. Okay. Get another Punk Helmet. I'll go for the Crobat here. Yeah, these like plays aren't super interesting, but the deck just kind of does its thing. I need to make sure I don't deck myself. I should be completely fine with that, I think. I will use Nighttime Maneuvers as well here. This is gonna let me get the Crobat. You know what I'm doing. It's not rocket science. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and I'll swing here for 80 poison again. As I said, I believe they're on 2 switch. I believe the axe don't have any types of switch either. I say 2 switch. Switch can include Surfer as well. All the kits, I believe, play 2 combination of Switch and Surfer. I believe they all play at least once. Some play 2. And then some play 1 in a Surfer. They just pass there. They don't have anything they can do. They're also attaching to damage and frost. It's just kind of rough all around here. I'll play Golbat. I'll get Crobat, I think. I currently don't have the energy for it, but that should be fine. Something I can get later on. I have 4 energies left in there. Keep this guy on the active is fine as well, I think. I could pivot into Quillfish as well, which is actually probably going to be better. And I'll probably put the Pokemon on Quillfish as well. Protects the Crobat means there's a card that they won't be able to see. But okay, also I like clicked on their hand to because I can't see how many cards in their hand. Obviously I can, it's 3, but like there's a number that's covered up, and they clicked on this. So live's been a bit wacky for me recently. Don't know what's going on, but yeah, I could Grimsleys as well now that I think about it, which is probably the wrong play, because if I do that, then I'm going to like have less cards in deck, but I don't really know. As I said, I really feel like most of these plays don't really matter too much. Also, it's cool to see that they have like the 4 prize layout here. Not that it's like anything crazy, but I was expecting them just to use the 6 prize one. I guess in terms of the spaces here, they have 6 like quote spaces, but in this thing they only have 4 slots. Kind of cool, I suppose. They're gonna just knock me out here, and then I'm gonna attack with Crobat, and they're gonna like take a bunch of damage. So how much? Okay, they're not knocked out here. I could actually Golbat now that I think about it, and then Wall Basics as well, which is kind of cool. I think the best play though is to send a Crobat. Could get stuck if I send Crobat as well. I could just like miss the energy. Would be really bad. I'll send up this Crobat, and I should be fine. I mean, I just need like some energy. I feel all right with that. Just Goldfish. I made a misplay. Okay, well they scoop. They can't really do anything there anyways. So we get our 3rd win. And yeah, that means that we get, I'll show you now, we get a ticket. And as you can see, it's not like super long. Yes, one of my opponents just quit. But let's see here. The first game, we get a pack, and we get 50 of these I don't remember the name of these, though. Yeah, same thing for the second win. For the third win, we get a pack. We get 75 of them, and we get one of those event token things again. So that is what you get. Like, if you get 3 wins, that's how you can maintain them, kind of. You can't get more than that for playing. You can't get more than you enter with, but you can return the one that you get, as well as get other stuff. So it's honestly, like, economy-wise, for the Pokemon DCG economy, it's a good way to get stuff, I suppose. It is just getting you packs of the new set, which is cool if you're someone who is not a new player. You want stuff from the new set, right? Because that's the only stuff that you don't have. If you are a new player, it's less of what you need, but you'll get stuff. You can use that to craft more stuff. So any cards are going to be good for any player, certainly. But we are going, I assume we're going second. I didn't pay attention. So yeah, this hand is, it looks like we are going second. We are in the mirror as well here. We can confuse. I didn't even know that's what that did. So kind of fun. We have a not very good hand here. If they play another bench Pokemon, I'll feel. Oh no, the Iris' Fighting Spears draw to have 6. For some reason, I thought it was a different card. And it was, oh, we see Grimsleys. I presumably will not get knocked out here. Iris's draws. Right now I have 7 cards in hand. So I could draw if I discard those 2. I mean, I draw 2 cards, which is not very good. So I'll just Supersonic here, I think is fine. I mean, it's not super. I changed my mind. I'm going to Iris. No idea if that's good. Like it worked out. So I'll go ahead. I'm going to grab another Zubat, I think is fine. Quillfish is like floor maintenance, kind of how I describe it. But we got a bunch of Golbats in our hand. How on earth do we draw all of our Golbats? That's kind of crazy, but it's fine, I suppose. We're hoping to hit Crobat off of Grimsleys and attack with that turn 2, which would be kind of crazy. Not like broken crazy, but pretty nice there, you know. Then we're probably going to win. I'm not going to lie if we do that, I think. Not sure. They're going to Urbane slightly missequenced there, but probably doesn't matter for them at all. As I said, there are all these plays. It's like, oh, is this play better or is this play better? And most of the time it doesn't matter too much. They are going to attack. Okay. Or that, yeah, that's what happened. So they take 30, which I guess doesn't matter now that I think about it. But anyways, the Grimsley's here. I was looking for, which is Crobat, which we get a Quillfish. Okay. I'll evolve certainly here. Also evolve somewhere else. I'm not sure. I think I hit into them. Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, we didn't hit the Crobat. It would have been super nice to get. I will swing here for 30. I can even pass as well. Passing means that if they flip, they probably should evolve and knock me out if I pass. So that's probably not very good. I'm trying to think this through as well. Crobat has 130. If they take 40, we'll knock them out when we swing. So if we swing with the Crobat. So long story short, I'm gonna attach here. I think I actually missed that. It probably should have gone to the Quillfish, but I'll covert flight here. We do get poisoned. Gives them more ways to knock me out. They can then directly wait a bunch, which thing that probably they won't do, and probably isn't very good. But they could retreat into the Quillfish and attack that way. The other one, or they can attack with the one in the active. I definitely, if I were them, would not attack with the one in the active. I despise attacking to Confusion, because I mean Confusion is like they could just knock themselves out here, but even then you can just like waste a turn. Also, like our hand, as I said, is like kind of bad. If we hit the Crobat there, it would have been super good. But I'm pretty sure that was the right play. I'm pretty sure I played. Okay, not with all the plays. I'm not sure about the attacker there, but in terms of the supporters and draw, I did everything I could with that hand. And it didn't get us there. I guess I could have waited more and like played it safer or something. But not that much safer. The reward for getting it is really good, and the likelihood we got it was, I think, also pretty solid. Anyways, wait, what? They retreated to Golbat? I wasn't paying that much attention. I don't know why they did that. That's probably fine for us. We draw a Darkness Energy. That's less fine for us. I matched to Golbat. I mean, the Darkness Energy isn't like super bad, but I'll probably just Covert Flight here, and then like if they hid to us, that sucks a little for them. If I'd left the Quillfish up, we wouldn't be able to knock him out and stuff. So that probably would have been a little bit better. This is definitely a weird matchup here. I don't know if a weird matchup, but it's a matchup where you just want to get the first knockout, honestly. But you're not taking one shots either, so it's definitely a little interesting there. They Grimsleys for a Crobat, so that's not very good for us. And knock out their Crobat in turn. Right? Yeah. Oh no, we can. Right? We do 40 plus 90. So yeah, we can get there. If we top deck Crobat, then we are chilling, I think. If we don't, I think it's really bad. I'm not gonna lie. Is it survivable? No, not really, to be honest, because they're also setting up perfectly with Crobat. Crobat's like, once it's going, it's helping you. Same thing with the Delphox deck. Those both have abilities that draw you cards, or not draw you cards, but help you set up there. But they're on stage 2, so you need to get the stage 2 set up, which is honestly most of what you're looking for anyways in the deck. Decide to pass. Okay, that's interesting. Not what I was expecting. I don't know why they made that play. I'll play Zubat, I think. I'll retreat to Quillfish, just swing with that. And they do knock me out. They do knock me out with a Crobat here, but get them poisoned? That was kind of my thought. I don't know about this play. I mean, we kind of need to retreat, right? I feel like we had to do that. I feel like the Golbat with getting knocked out to poison feels pretty bad. So I think this is fine. They would have gotten the knockout anyways. They kind of forced us into a situation where they are taking a prize, and they're not taking the damage from attacking us. That was definitely an interesting play when I was like thinking about, but I don't know if it was like the right play or not. Again, I don't think we didn't get Crobat here. This is definitely scary. I mean, if we get a Crobat though, we still get the knockout. So right, yeah. They'll take yeah, we will get the knockout. So oh, never mind. Okay. Well, that's a little more unfortunate. They get a rugged helmet. Get a Crobat. Is this winnable now? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. This is looking real bad. They've just set up. I'm trying to think. Like realistically, there's no way I don't have some weird trick up my sleeve. They have everything I do and more. So Probably not going to work there. I could go for, I guess, Confusion. That's honestly pretty terrible. The attackers are all, it's all like one retreat, one energy stuff. So that's pretty bad. I'll send him Zubat, which does have free retreat though, which is, I suppose. We top deck Punk Helmet. I cannot win this now, like really at all. Um, I'm going to concede here. We didn't draw any Pokemon. Oh no, we did. We didn't draw any Crobats specifically. So not really able to win there. I could have played it out. Could have happened. Probably wouldn't. If I was playing not or on a video where I want it to be, a little shorter. I mean, this video isn't super short, but it is 5 games. Then I would have, probably played it out. But again, that's just terrible there as well. I don't really think it's winnable unless they like made some horrendous misplay. Um, even if we like did, even if we decided to use them or something, I don't think it was really winnable for us. I suppose every game that the person who went first has won. So that is something to note. I don't think that's the reason why in most of those games. My point is obviously they won the coin flip, they're going to go first here as well. So we'll see. Our start looks like this is actually fine. I'll probably go for a turn 1 Quillfish. Okay, opponent is running the last stack, the breaks, or the Delphox stack. That's the stage 2 there. And yeah, the deck is, I would also say, not super powerful. It's okay, certainly. They can do some stuff here. We got lilies as well, which is interesting. Decided I'm going to go for that turn 1 Quillfish. I'll probably go for Zubat as well. And turn 2, I Grimsleys. Turn 3, I Lilies, I think is the play here. I could wait and just Crobat as well, which would be guaranteeing me that Crobat, which would be better. I think this is fine though. And I'm not going to lose here. I do like the idea of playing Grimsleys, and you just can't play it. What the card says. So, yeah, if you didn't know, that's the thing. But anyways, so this the deck there, they have a Ninetales. The Ninetales isn't super good. Oh, they play Hilda. What? Okay. And then there's also trying to think of other things that are like I'm supposed to say here. Oh, they do damage based on energy on we haven't played as well. So you want to avoid having too much energy in play if we can avoid it, which we probably can avoid. I can't necessarily guarantee that. I mean, obviously we need some energies, right? We need to actually be able to do stuff. They attack. They did not that they can attack. Get Urbane as well. I will first though. We hit Crobat. That's cool. And get the knockout with that, which I'm gonna do. I mean, they didn't even get their breaks in that. Just gonna go ahead and swing here. This is looking pretty bad for them. Long story short, Ninetales is not very good here. Okay, yeah, I was like, wait, do we get the knockout? My brain's all tired right now. So yeah. Anyways, I will get that, and then hopefully off of the lilies we could get a we could grab a Darkness Energy. It doesn't matter too much. As I said, we don't want to overcommit energies either. We also get the knockout between turns. Could that be good? No, I don't think it literally matters at all. But yeah, they set up their friend a can. Oh, do they run Rare Candy? I forgot they might run Rare Candy. I mean, they don't get the knockout if they run Rare Candy. They also have Energy Acceleration. Forgot about that as well. I'm clearly forgetting about a lot of things. Well, they did not get there. So yeah, we win. I don't know if those were the most exciting games, but they were games, and I did win most of them. So I suppose the Grover deck feels pretty good. I would say. I guess it's the best deck. I mean, it won every game, so that's a good sign there. The Prerelease format is, I'd say, solid. Obviously, depends what exactly you're looking for. I can't necessarily say it's like the perfect format. Obviously, they're all the decks are stage 2 decks. They play kind of similarly, but they can be really fun here. And it is another format if you want, and it gets you stuff as well. Right? When you do it, you actually get stuff. I suppose I should go to that now. We'll continue here. So we get, I guess it showed the stuff there. What we get is that. What am I looking at? So what we get is those things. We get trainer points. We get a bunch of them. We get an event token, which is an important thing. We get Delphox. Armor Raid. Oh wait, those are packs, right? Okay, I was like, I don't need to go through every card in the packs. But yeah, and we also, we got of these things that I don't remember the name of either from like dusting stuff. Some of the things are going to be the trainers in the packs. And if you don't have like Pokebad, you get Pokebad, right? So that's cool. I got special red card apparently, which I apparently dusted, which is kind of crazy. Unless I crafted a bunch, they give you some for free as well. Yeah, and we got Book of Transformations. Also, someone comment down below or everyone actually comment in the comment section. Backs to play with Transformation Tome. Apparently that's the name, not Book of Transformations. Sick card. No idea what to do with it. Kind of trash, but kind of epic. This card's so awesome. I really want to play this card. I got a couple ideas. They're kind of trash though. They're really funny, but yeah. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed the video though. I said this is what it is. So I collect rewards. I got them, and yeah, that's the format there. Pretty fun. Hope you all enjoyed this video as well. Tell me if you want to see more of this format in the future as well. I don't know if it's something that's super interesting to watch, but this is kind of cool. But I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, all the good stuff. And as always, I'm excited to see you in the next video.